And now this is Sarah Felder, host of Triple P Radio, and I'm back with my exclusive guest, Gloria Jackson, along with my producer, Wanda.
Hi, Gloria.
And we were talking about her two sons wrongly convicted, Dennis and D'Amico, and she's going to continue telling us now. We're going to go ahead and talk a little bit on how familiar were they with the victims. Because they were charged with triple homicide. So how familiar were they with them?
They had never met them. Never met the next door, because the next door neighbors hadn't been living next door to my sister, but roughly around 3 months. They didn't know my children, and my children didn't know them. We had never met these people a day in our lives.
Wow.
The first time we ever had gotten to see them was at trial when they put up a video of them. They had a video with the young man sitting by the couch. Just how they died is how we saw them.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
And Dennis and Nico had to take a look at who they were accused of killing, some people that they never met. They had never met them before.
That is, I mean, it is so ridiculous. I mean, I can't even digest that. This is like unbelievable that some woman said, you know, she had an opportunity where she was on the stand to do the right thing. What they did was they bullied her into getting two men just so they could say they solved the case. And these two men had absolutely nothing to do with it.
So it's some people or a person still out in the public,
in the community,
that killed this family that never had any repercussions for their actions. And you know, have you had the opportunity to go and talk with any of these schools that are doing wrongfully convicted research, the Innocence Project, or anything? Have you been?
Well, I went. Yeah. Well, first of all, that was my first thing when they got charged with this murder, and then they was convicted. I had written every Project Innocence around the world. I had pulled it up on the internet, and I had found every one of them, and I write. And I sent it all over. Even here in Michigan, it was, you know, Cooley Law School and University of Michigan, because they hadn't long been on board. I think maybe 3 years. They all denied them first. I went back until I found Bill Proctor was a guy who did Channel 7 News here.
Oh.
And I had contacted him, and he contacted me back, and so he went back to Cooley Law School with some of the evidence I had showed him, how they had just picked them up, and he thought it. He was like, this is unheard of. And he went, and so Project Innocence now have taken a case, and I think they've had the case, I want to say maybe about a year and a half.
Okay.
Oh, good. Which project took it?
University of Michigan.
Okay. All right.
So prior to, and the saddest thing about it is the young lady fell. The one I told you about, the young lady who picked out my son. She failed 4 polygraphs even before she ever made it to the stand.
Oh,
what?
My God.
And she was the key witness.
Oh, wow.
And she had already failed 4 polygraphs.
Mm-hmm.
She took the time to write me, like 5 years after my children was locked up. She wrote me a letter, and she asked me if I can forgive her for what she's done.
Wow.
She said she was so sorry, but there was no way she can get them out of it. She did go back and tell them that they need to reinvestigate the case, and they told her now that the case was just going to have to go to appeals court. They said she had the statute of limitations for her to come back was over.
Wow. Now she should have. I mean, let's say, well, she obviously said, you know, they were guilty. But what she should have did was immediately went back, because you know as well as I know, some lawyer out there would have jumped on that and said that they forced her to do that. She shouldn't have waited. You know there's a certain amount of time that you can go back and do anything. You waited 5 years and then had
Right.
nerve to ask you to forgive her after
So-
your 2 innocent sons are sitting in prison?
Did she, the letter that she wrote you, does it say that she did it? That she lied?
Yeah, she they said the letter means nothing.
What?
They said the letter does not mean nothing.
Who said it doesn't mean nothing?
I took it to the courts, and I took it up there to the Washington County Sheriff Department, and they said it doesn't mean anything.
But you know what? You have that letter. Them and make sure. Well, I know you already do like the innocent projects and stuff with that, because
Oh, yeah, I
there's
did.
somebody
I did.
out there that they made a mistake. They're not gonna admit they made the mistake by putting those 2 men in there wrongly convicted. But it's the point of now, do the right thing on that. You have it in black and white. She lied. I mean, what else do you need?
And it was so sad because they went all the way back. They had my son's home numbers, both boys, and they had cell numbers. And they had the victims who was deceased cell numbers. They never, ever found any of their numbers to call each other, ever.
Because they didn't know him. That's
And
why.
you know what? And you know, is on everybody watches ID channel First 48. What is the first thing they do? You grab the cell phone and you look. Is there any calls made at the towers? That right there should have let them know these 2 innocent men
yes.
had nothing to do with this.
That's right. It
Well,
should've-
the deceased, the guy who was deceased, him and his girlfriend, well, when she was shot, she fell on the baby, and the baby was smothered, so they charged the kids with triple homicide because of this.
Wow.
Oh
Wow.
my God.
And and it was just, it was happening so fast that you couldn't even grasp. You know what? They said my kids broke into the home and robbed these people.
Oh.
When they went into the house, it was $2,800 in the house on the bed.
Wow.
And this is what was strange. In the video, the money was on the floor. The police had already been in there, rearranged. They had moved her body. When they got to the house, there was no body for the girl. The baby was taken out. The girl had been moved. This was before they even got in there. They had sent 2 officers that I guess didn't have no training of what they were supposed to do. They went in there without footwear. They went all through the house. In the video, they were talking about how the TV was on. TV wasn't on. They had changed the whole scenery. They had
Whoa.
So they
Sound like a
basically
setup.
they tampered with evidence. So
Yes.
it should have been thrown out right there. Anytime
they
they do.
didn't care. It didn't
Wow.
matter.
Wow.
Their whole scene, so the scene in the projector that they put up was how they staged it.
Yes.
Because they had moved her body. Well, no, the little baby's body was never in the house.
Oh.
Oh wow.
So it was like it was rolling so quick, and so I tell them I'm studying saying you have Taurus's best friend, which is the victim. His best friend went down to the sheriff's department and said, you have the wrong guys, because those guys right there, he told them, my friend and I, and that's my best friend, I'm the baby's godfather. We were standing outside one day when we seen Dennis and his brother visiting, and he asked me, who are them? And he said, those some guys that live on the other side of town, they some really cool guys. And he said, I told Detective Robbins that they didn't know him. They didn't know him. And when Detective Robbins, after Dennis this is the lead detective who charged them, he broke down and cried when Dennis got sentenced to life.
Wow. And you said that their sentence, it was 3 homicide they were charged with, along with it was sentenced to life without the possibility of parole. So they cut that out completely. Like
Yes.
basically what they said is they're going to be in there. There's nothing, they can't fight it.
Right.
That's, you know what, this sounds like the setup is much higher than the police department.
Yes. I mean, this is ridiculous. It doesn't even, to sit here and come on, the state of Michigan, Are you kidding me that it is point blank that these two men had nothing to do with it? You had a witness saying that they weren't there. There's no phone record, because that's how everybody gets charged if someone's on the phone. And then now they're sitting in there on a triple without the possibility of parole. Come on.
And there was no evidence. They didn't find any blood on their clothing. They didn't find any fingerprints in the house from them. So I don't understand what evidence they used to prosecute these guys.
Mind you, it was unidentified DNA male up under the girl who was there that was murdered under her fingernails, and it did not match Dennis and D'Amico.
And that's what I'm saying too. They had a DNA. The DNA will set you free. So if the DNA is negative, why are they in there?
Because it was never matched to anybody except Dennis and D'Amico.
That's what I'm saying. That don't even make sense. People are in prison for years and years and years trying to get a DNA. When they get that DNA, now the door's open. These men and women are coming out because the DNA didn't match. They had a DNA and it shows negative, and they're still sitting in there.
Right.
That's
Wow.
Like, something's got to be done about that.
Well, I want you, we're going to switch gears real quick. I want you, in your words as their mother, tell us about their characters. Start off with Dennis, on them, their characters, not as inmates, but as men.
Yes.
Dennis, first of all, Dennis, I mean, they have hearts of oak. But my kids were raised in church. Not to say you have the best children, but they were. I made sure my kids became productive in the society, and that's what hurt so bad.
Yes.
I spent all my days at the baseball field, the football field, the girls and piano. I mean, I ran every day to make sure the street didn't get my children. I raised them in the church. Dennis, when he graduated from high school, he went to working at well-run schools with disabled children.
Wow.
And even when he went, they made him this big old quilt. He hasn't even seen it yet, with all the disabled kids' names on it.
Wow.
And he loved it. He would come when kids, parents were on drugs or anything. They couldn't make it to the parent-teachers conference. My son stood in for the kids who couldn't have a parent at the parent-teachers conference. He said, Mother, I'm going to go up and I'm going to go because them kids need a parent there, and it's other parents there. So he never wanted them to feel bad. Mm-hmm. They would take all the money they had, him and his brother, and every 4th of July, they would go to the park where they grew up at, and they bring all the little children because they wanted the little children to be able to, parents that couldn't afford it, they wanted them to see fireworks. That was every 4th of July before they were arrested. That was what they would do.
Wow. That's.
If they seen an old woman outside, you couldn't be a woman out there cutting your grass or doing nothing. My kids would go over there and take that out your hand.
Oh, wow.
That's what you call a man right
Yes,
there. Men.
yes,
that's
yes.
what you call men right
Yes.
there.
They would shovel your snow. I would say, son, that lady seemed like she having a hard time. They would throw their boots on and get out there with no problem. I never had no problems out of them.
You know what? That they sound like wonderful young men that were dealt mishand. You know, they were dealt a bad hand, and we need to do whatever we can to assist you in getting them out.
And that's what we plan on doing. Pink Peacock Project will help you all the way, 100,000%. We have your back on that. We're going to fight until your sons are free, because they're sitting there as innocent men that are wrongly convicted. And we're going to get this interview definitely aired out. And we're international and throughout the States and Canada also. So somebody's going to hear this and say, this shit ain't right.
Yes.
And excuse me for cussing on that, but they're going to say, this is not right. Them men need to be out. They were robbed their lives because of a lie. And that should not just be okay, well, they're just going to sit in there until the end. No, that's not what's going to happen. But I want you, before we go on break, I want you to tell us, as their mother, how has it been for you to have two sons wrongly and innocent men wrongly convicted behind bars? Like, how is that for you, as far as in, like, with the visits and stuff? How has that been for you?
It's devastating. You know, people think, they say, well, at least you can go see your children, they're not, they're not dead. I said, I don't visualize death like that. I watch them die daily. When I hear them on the phone, when I go see them, I always just break down because it hurts to leave them because you don't know, what tomorrow holds. And yet they done been in there all these years for somebody they never met a day in their life. And I asked God, I said, Lord, you said that if I raise my kids in the right way, and I did everything I could, and I asked God, what happened? What happened that you allowed these people to just come take them away? And it hurt so bad because I make sure that I get up and I get out here and I'll do anything for extra money to keep the extra money on my phone because I have to hear them every day.
Yes.
I have to hear them because if anything ever happened, I want to be to talk to them.
Yes.
Yes.
And it's hurtful because if you can come through our neighborhood and ask anybody about the BC brothers, and they'll tell you them was the most respectful. I used to get that from all the elderly people. They used to say, "My God, your boys are just so respectful," and that meant a lot to me because I wanted them to know you can't disrespect people.
No, and you know what? And with that, you have a strong support, and especially like I said, from Pink Peacock Project. My producer Wanda, we have your back 100% on that, and you did an amazing job raising them. These liars and the system took them on bullshit, and you're gonna get them back. And when you get them back, they're in there now, strong men fighting to get out because they know they're innocent. And by you not giving up and people not giving up shows the world these men are in there and should not be in there. And that individual or individuals that's still out there that committed the crime, their day will come. Maybe not today, tomorrow, but trust me, when it comes. But it's just a shame that on a lie, your sons are in there. But when we come back, Gloria, we're going to touch bases a little bit more on the summit a little bit we're going to talk about, and about the different facilities that they were at. So this is Sarah Felder, founder of Pink Peacock Project, host of Triple P Radio, and we will be right back with our exclusive guest, Gloria.